Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by the Beautiful Life, the only college that teaches you business skills and life skills along with academics. I am Deepak and my life is pure difference and worship. I don't know, since morning I have woken up, this story from Bible is running in my mind non-stop and I don't know. I wanted to share something very different with you today, but these stories are not leaving my mind. I said I'll share with you and get done with it. It's one of the lot of episodes in the life of Jesus Christ, and one of the experience that has been shared is somewhere in the outskirts of the village. A lot of construction happening, and Jesus Christ goes to that place and he sees that one woman has been tied to the tree, and people are uh, throwing stones at her. So Jesus Christ, being a very compassionate human, if you can be calling him as a human being, Jesus Christ being very compassionate, couldn't take this, comes in between everybody until stops and asks what's happening. And people start saying, don't come in between, leave us. She does not have the right to live and she should not be spared. Jesus Christ asked, what happened? What is the issue here? Said she is a prostitute. She's been living life of all these things and no moralities and no morals and this and that, and she's a sinner and she should be actually stoned to death and she does not have right to live, and they were on rampage. Jesus Christ said, "Yeah, I agree with you." And Christ says, sinners should be spared. So I give this offer to any one of you, and he says, any one of you, honestly keep hand on your heart and ask yourself and tell me, if any one of you here who has not committed a single sin in his or her lifetime, that person alone has the right to throw the stone or the first stone. They only have the right to throw the stone. So I agree with you. The sinners should not be spared. They should be punished. They should be reprimanded. Agreed. But of all of you, only those of you who have not committed a single sin in their lifetime, pick up the stone and throw. There was a pin drop silence. Almost, almost all of them dropped their head in shame because they know heart of the heart. Some kind of sin, from telling a lie or to be a manipulative, to cheat, to betray, to hurt, something or other, they have committed some sort of sin. They're standing there, heads hanging in shame. Jesus Christ said, forgive the sinner 77 times. Very beautifully he said, hate the sin, love the sinner. That's not the discussion which I wanted to have with you. But since I want to complete the entire chapter, the story, the episode, experience of what happened in Christ's life, so beautifully said, hate the sin, love the sinner. In today's management, if I have to give that message, it will be something like this: hate the performance, love the performer, or encourage the performer. We start hating the performer itself, start uh, criticizing or making the person itself or himself or herself feel very bad about it. Hit the performance if you have to, correct the performance if you have to, but always encourage the performer. That's leadership. That's the best way of leadership in today's management world. But what I wanted to share with you is this: there are multiple messages coming in our 9 minute motivation now. I could have taken for 3 times, but it's okay. What comes, what comes. When he said that the one who has not committed a single sin alone can throw the stone. I only wanted all of you to know this. Guys, We all have our own flaws. We all have our own limitations. It's very easy to see the limitations and flaws and lacunas of others, whether it is their life or it is their work or it is their place or it is their lifestyle. You can always find flaws. I only want to say in today's purview, those of you have never done a mistake in your life, those of you think you do not have any flaws and lacunas and limitations in life, you alone have the right to find out the flaws and the mistakes and the limitations of others. Otherwise, leave them alone. Not then you will not be able to accept this. Then Deepak, when people have so much limitation and so much flaws and so much all these things, don't you think they need to be corrected? Yes. When they come to you asking for help, when they realize you are a brilliant, complete, holistic human being, you are foolproof, flaw proof, limitation proof, and they think you are an ideal human being, and they think you have the right to correct them. When they come to you and ask, I think I like the way you live your life. You have been such an amazing role model to me. I want to be like you. So can you mirror to me? Because I see you as my mirror and I want you to reflect what's the limitations, what's the flaw, and help me to become a better human being. I think that time the person has given you the right, and that time it becomes your duty and the responsibility to ensure you actually work upon the person and create a beautiful human being out of that person. Otherwise, I don't think any one of us have the moral right to correct people, correct loved ones, correct relationships, correct workplaces. Like if you're not appointed, you don't have any business. Don't become like how they do in Valentine's Day moral policing. Huh? You should not be loving. Really? You did not find love, idiot, in your life, so you don't want other people to be in love? Yeah, I understand. Public display of affection, all these things can be taken care of. But I'm talking about here a very simple message. Guys, you can see a rose plant and see thorns. You can see a cactus and still see a flower in the cactus. I think I have an image for you. You can see a rose flower, visible, and rose flower has thorns. You can see cactus, which is filled with thorn, also has a flower. It's not difficult to find thorns in a rose flower, and it is also very not difficult to see flower in a cactus. In fact, so strange in we are. We see a cactus with flower and we admire, wow, a flower on the cactus, my God, it looks so beautiful. And we see a rose flower with multiple thorns and we say, it's so pricky, no? Why this rose flower has thorns? Strange, no? In the bush of roses, so many thorns. And in a bush of cactus with so many thorns, one or two flowers, it looks beautiful. What do you want to convey to the world? Be totally bad and have one good quality, we'll admire you. When somebody has so many good qualities like rose flower and few thorns and here and there, and you are miserable with those people, really get your perspective right. With that belief, we start this beautiful day. Here we go together. So guys, go set and go. Let's go.